Let's see here. You would not, look at it, knock that stump slap up out of the ground right there when they hit it. That's the reason why you don't get on the downhill side of those trees when you cut them off. That thing take off rolling, it'll kill you. Flatten you, man. Alright, we're gonna start the day off with a bang right off the bat. I got 2 dead ones right here to cut. I got this shrubbery to work around right here. Got a dead dogwood there that I don't want to hurt. And then there's a double dogwood up against that one right there. So we're gonna cut this one and this one right here to start off with. So I'm gonna cut this one with the 550 XP Mark II. I've got my earplugs in. I don't wear muffs, so don't be freaking out that I don't have hearing protection. I do, trust me. They're in. It's over with now. All right. So that tree was actually still, even though it's dead, it's still pretty solid, which is a good thing. Left a good hinge on it there. I'm gonna cut the stump on off there. The next one is that one right there. Gotta work it. All right, we're gonna cut this one with the 550 XP also, and cut them off up high. The higher you cut them off, the easier it is on your body and to stoop over. But it also shortens the distance that the tree is going to reach out. So the higher you cut it, or whatever the height is you cut it, that's the lesser it's going to reach down the hill down there. Knock her on over. So both of these are on the ground now. I'm gonna cut these stumps off. Didn't hurt the dogwoods at all. Got up in between all them dogwoods, these here. So everything's good. Alright, let's go ahead and cut these stumps off here. Alright, so you can see the house is right there. Alright, this is a very steep hill. The next victim is going to be that big one right there. See the power pole, power line on it runs right across right through there. Back this way, that's not mine. So I'm going to bore this one, and I'm not going to bring the machine down here unless I need to, because it should, when I release it, it should fall. I'm going to put it right parallel on this hill right here is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to cut it with the 572. I'm going to cut it with. So I'll go up there and get my saw, and we'll see what we can do. Heart rate's at 169. I hate cutting on them hills like it. To work twice as freaking hard. Look at that hand. Didn't hurt a thing either. I'm gonna have to bring the Mini up here and get down below it and hold that log right there. That's what I'm going to do. It's because that thing will take all it'll be in that pond down there. So again, house, big pine. This in here is a little bit more technical because of all the poison ivy on it. I'm going to take my Mini, it's sitting right over on the other side of that bush. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to rake all this poison ivy off this thing real quick. Man, I used to could look at poison ivy and it would eat me alive. Now, I've built up an immunity to it. I will still get it, but not like what I used to, boy. Man, I used to get eat up by that junk. That's a big tree too, man. We're just gonna throw it right down the hill in that hole right there. You see right there. I'm gonna aim straight toward that planter down there at the end of that driveway. It's where I'm gonna aim for it, but I gotta rake this poison ivy off. All right, so I got my other camera running. That was a big freaking tree right there, man. I mean a big one. 572, get it done, boy. I kill my camera right here. Alright, we're going to cut this up with the 550 XP Mark II 325 chain. It's X-Cut SP33G, I believe is the number on it. And I need to tighten the chain, but I don't have a screen chipper with me. I'll get it in a little bit. But listen to this little joker on a 50cc saw. Let's see here. You would not, look at it, knock that stump flop up out of the ground right there when they hit it. That's the reason why you don't get on the downhill side of those trees when you cut them off. That thing take off rolling, it'd kill you. Flatten you, man. So real quickly, I'm going to wrap this video up here. The log that you see me roll down the hill right there, that's the biggest log that I cut on the whole thing. That was the one that you see me load with the mini excavator in Tuesday's video. That butt cut weighed 3,800 pounds. At 16.6 is what it weighed. The one that I cut behind the house, the big one that was on a really steep hill, that butt cut weighed 3,500 pounds. At 16.6. A lot of people ask, you know, why cut those trees? You know, why is the property owner cutting them because of the house? You know, well, he don't want them to hit his house. We have these storms come through here all the time, these tornadoes and stuff like that, and blow stuff down. And the thing about a tree hitting a house, when a tree hits a house, it don't just tear up a house. It does so much more that you people don't understand. They don't even think about. Think about this. That one butt cut, 3,800 pounds. Think about, I cut 3 cuts out of that tree. Plus, it's got the whole rest of the top. If that tree goes through that house, it's going to go all the way to the slab. All right? Think about your wiring. That tree hits over here somewhere, it'll snatch Romex wire out of plugs 40 feet away. Can you imagine a nightmare how to deal with that? Oh, forget about, think about the wiring it's going to tear up. But also think about, the staples as it's pulling that Romex out, and it grounds it out in all kind of different spots and all the nightmare of dealing with that. Think about your plumbing. You ain't thought about that, have you? How bad is it going to tear up all your plumbing in your walls and stuff? You got pipes running through your walls, drain pipes, stuff like that. What about all your HVAC stuff? Your duct work, all that. You hadn't thought about that. Think about if that tree, if your house is on a conventional floor, it goes through it and it's gone. Think about only a slab, if it hits a load-bearing wall and it drives that wall straight into that slab. So that's why you have a tree hit a house, it's like totaling out a car. No matter what you do, you can't fix it back like it was. So that's the deal on that. I don't mess with trees on that. I enjoy cutting trees down. I enjoy cutting big trees like that in tight places. I love doing that. I love doing it with my Mini. The Mini, when I figured that out, as far as that was a machine for that, because I'd used the backhoe for years, that was just a grand slam for me. All right, chainsaws I was running, started off the video cutting down with the 550 XP Mark II. It's got a 325 chain on it, 20-inch bar SP33G semi-chisel chain, X-cut chain on that saw. The 572 XP has got a 24-inch bar with a full chisel 3/8 chain on it. A lot of people like to know what I run. I love having both the saws. I used to primarily run a 372 all the time. That's what I cut down with, what I top with, everything. Listen, the 550 is where it's at for all your bucking and topping and all that stuff. You can just run it and run it and run it and run it compared to like a 572 or a 395, because those saws are so much heavier. And so, I mean, you can I can run that thing all day long. I just get the tree on the ground with a 572 and pick up the 550 and go to cutting and bucking with it and all that. And I mean, look at that thing cut with the daggum a 20-inch bar. I mean, holy cow. And it'll pull a daggum full chisel chain like that too. I mean, holy cow, I've got one that goes on it. But that saw is $500, a commercial saw for $500. You can't, I mean, you can't beat it. The thing just runs. And I got tons of videos of proof of it. So, hope y'all are all having a great week so far. Y'all see that at the very first clip, the log rolling downhill. I've said it a lot of times in my videos. Never get on the downhill side of one of those logs like that, or a tree, or anything like that when you're making your final cut. Never get on the downhill side. That thing will roll over and kill you so fast, it's crazy. And I wish some people get it, some people understand it. I wish all of y'all could be there with me when I'm handling some of these trees and cutting them down, to just kind of see the size and the scale of them. Because on the camera it doesn't really do its justice. But Husqvarna, big thanks to them. They give me all that stuff, the helmet, the shirts, the pants, the gloves, the saws, every bit of that stuff. They give it to me. And just very fortunate to have Husqvarna as a partner with Cotton Top 3. So, lots of clickable stuff down below. There's a video coming out, should have got published today, from ROTOBEC, that is a TDK logging video that Pierre filmed that is bad to the bone. I've already seen it, already watched it, and all that. And so slide on over to the ROTOBEC channel, ROTOBEC. There's a clickable link right down below. check it out. It's got some really cool stuff in it, some drone stuff and GoPro stuff, regular stuff, even some chunking some chunks, you know, some butt pieces that I cut off up here. Film me doing some of that where I throw some butts and things. So catch y'all later. Later, taters.